Welcome back to the channel. I've got a new project to do today. If you've been following us, you know that we have a different pickup in the garage, different brand. That's pretty huge for me. But I have not been taking it on any gravel roads. It does not have mud flaps. So we're going to put mud flaps on this thing today. I did get them from Duraflap. There's so many options out there and it's just time consuming to look through them all, but these actually look like they come down far enough and will block the rocks from chipping. Some of them, in my opinion, are for looks and not for function. So we'll see. I might be totally wrong on this. So we're gonna get these opened up and see what they look like. Hey, Gracie Lou. You are so helpful, Gracie. So helpful. Let's see, so we have front and rear. What are you doing? Apparently she decided to make a guest appearance. Instructions, don't need those. All right.
Did you just throw away the instructions?
We don't need instructions. Hang on, I gotta clean the lens. Whoops. Sorry, I hope I didn't get that on you guys. Okay, first step, I'm gonna remove these two screws. Okay, so next thing you're gonna wanna do, got this hex bolt and a washer that comes through the front, and these are gonna be in holes they call A and D. These are B and C. We have two clips on here just waiting to be used. Okay, now we're gonna use these two holes. They're already here. Hang on, whoops, almost put that on backwards. We're going to use washers, go through. All right, so these are 1/4 inch. To remove, they were 5.5 millimeter. Now these are 1/4 inch, and I'm just snugging them up here. They want you to leave them loose. We got to get it straight. We got to get the clips in. All right, I guess, but this one up here actually clips. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but clips in behind the metal. All right. Okay. And we will, hi Gracie, how you doing? Are you helping? You're helping me, aren't you? Yeah, you helping? Can I slide this in? Didn't want to stay on there. Let's clip it onto the, I don't know, that's all there is there. I guess that's what we're clipping it to, huh? Now the satisfying part, right? If you guys are like us, when you drink water, you want to know that there's not any contaminants in it. That's why we've started using the Epic Water Filter Pitcher. It filters out hundreds of contaminant out of the water. Tastes great. If you go to their website, they have water bottles. Inline, you can put some filters under your sink. But specifically for this pitcher, they have two separate filters that you can use. The white one is basically for municipalities. The gray filter that you can get is basically for wells. Epic had their filters tested by an independent source. They tested, and on chlorine, it takes out 98.4%. And on fluoride, it takes out 97.88%. It's on their website too, of the chemicals and stuff that they take out. If you use our code IFF15, you'll get 15% off your first order. And thank you, Epic Water Filters, for sponsoring this. So I've got the two metal pieces. I got P and D. I don't know if that stands for Peter and Delilah, or maybe that's driver and passenger. I don't know. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to show you that I'm actually looking at the instructions. But if I were to, let's see, if I were to take this driver's side one and go from there, yeah, that basically lines up with where my mud flap would be. So that is the correct pin to take out. If I squeeze it, I'll cut it. There, it pulled out. It's just a push pin that goes up through, holds your plastic trim on. What do you think, Gracie? Am I doing good? You're gonna get scared. There it is. Now that I spilled the beans and showed you that I'm actually using the instructions, insert the supplied U-clips onto the metal fender well lip behind the plastic trim at points B and C, which is here. That's these. Just slide that over the metal. And now you have a nut behind there to screw the bolt into. There's one there, there's one there. Assuming one goes there, but it didn't tell me to put that one in yet. Don't get ahead of yourself. So now I need a bolt and a washer. Okay, that is started. I'm assuming this here, I'm assuming that tucks in behind. There's one on the back side of this too. I'm assuming that tucks in beside there, or behind there, but let's see what's next. Oh, there you go. Slip the edge of the aluminum flat bracket behind the fender well lip. Hand tighten bolts D, E, and F. And then insert a 1 1/4 inch bolt through the washer, then the flap for hole C. C or B, or these are B and C. Okay. So the aluminum bracket is behind the metal. Now, I just gotta get everything lined up. All right, so here we go. In through there. Well, that started pretty easy. That was pretty uneventful. Nice. Now, obviously everything's still loose, so we gotta square everything up. Verify that the mud flap is aligned and straight and centered to the tire, and tighten all the bolts. I'm going to contact my assistant to see how long it takes her to get out here. I'll just say, help please. All right, should start a timer. Timer. Okay, I'm gonna have her open up that garage door and stand back and let me know when it's straight. So hopefully I can just tighten these once and not more than once. I hear something. Was that her? Maybe that was Gracie.
Yes, how can I help you?
Okay, she made it out here in less than a minute. We timed her. I had 41 seconds, but I had 5 seconds of jumbling around, so 46 seconds, not bad. So if I'd been under the truck bleeding, I'd probably still be alive, so.
I have to put my shoes on.
No, I'm just picking on her.
Okay.
I appreciate all of her help. Okay, what I would like you to do is, do you want to put a microphone on?
Okay.
And then we'll open up this door, and I want you to try and sight this flap for me before I tighten it. But I just want you to be able to get back there further. Yep, I got 2 microphones hooked. I see 2 green lines.
Okay, so now tell me again.
Garage door open.
Okay.
I guess I can put my timer back.
Let's see.
You can put her in the truck if you want.
Yep.
So I need you to go back and sight this in for me.
Oh, got it. Okay. The bottom this way just a little bit. I think that looks really good right there.
Okay, how's that look? See what they think.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Is that straight? Okay, so move your legs so it's not, okay. So now it definitely looks like the bottom needs to go east more. See, it's kind of like pushed out on the one, okay, there. Right there.
That's good.
Yeah, right there. Oh, good, you're reading the instructions.
Stop, don't tell them. Tighten all the bolts, so that means this too.
Now I want you to come look at it.
Are you second guessing yourself?
Well, it almost looks like the truck is lower on the left, being parked in here, which I wouldn't think it would be. So I'm trying to figure that out, why it looks like... Let me move my coat, because I don't know if that's like... But as far as the
do
mud...
we need to pull it back out on this concrete? I don't know. I mean, that should be level in there.
I
But,
would think. That's what I'm trying to figure out, why it looks like it's kind of...
but that's not straight. That's still got to go in. That still got to tip in.
Okay, so we're going to back it out.
Yeah.
More. Too much.
So let me tighten it there
Okay.
and see what it does.
Taking the sticker off. Woohoo.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Brushed aluminum is what I ordered.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, so we leveled those mud flaps up. The only thing we had to put on was this bracket, which is just a bolt here and a bolt there. I did have to put a little bit of a twist in it to make it lay just right, but all I did was I put, took 2 pliers and just kind of twisted it just to make it fit right. And it says right in the instructions that you may need to do that. So, and then there's a clip up here. I have no idea where the camera's pointing, but there's a clip up there that holds the top corner. So that on both sides. And I mean, these mud flaps are simple to put on. I didn't have to drill anything. And I think they look good. And they're sturdy. I mean, they're thick. I think they're sturdy. I think they look good. That's all just my opinion. Maybe you don't think they look good. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you guys think of them. But again, they're the Duraflap brand, made in the USA. That's always good. And helicopter, is that made in the USA? I don't know. Are we gonna see it? There it goes. I think that's a life flight helicopter. So, anyway, very simple. I could have had these on in less than an hour. Anyway, I heard of them through Chad at Changing Lanes. So if you guys want to go check their channel out, he's got a lot of good stuff. They do a lot of RV travel stuff, and he also does a lot of RV maintenance stuff, little tips, modifications, fixes, stuff like that. So he's very knowledgeable on the RVs and the systems. So go check their channel out, and I think they're going to be a good flap. So they actually are a flap that looks like they're going to do what they're supposed to do instead of just hanging under the metal maybe 3 inches just to look pretty. So please like the video. Please subscribe. We're trying to get this channel rolling a little bit better, and you can go to the website if you would like any merchandise, iowaflyingfarmer.com. And if there's something that you see that I've wore or there's something different that's not on the website, just email me, because we've got other stuff. I could only put a limited number of items on the site without buying a storefront subscription, and I didn't want to do that until sales really picked up quite a bit. So if there's something you would prefer, like I don't have sweatshirts online. Obviously they're a lot more than a t-shirt or a hat, but just let me know. My email's in the description below. Anyway, check it all out. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you later.